Well, these recently unsealed filings regarding Jeffrey Epstein's abuse of minors and others who may have been involved in his sex trafficking scheme have led to a lot of discussion over some key individuals named in these documents, among them Bill Clinton. Here's One America's Jack Posobiec with more.
We're excited to welcome to One America News independent journalist Mike Cernovich, who was one of the first people to get involved in a lawsuit that led to the unsealing of new Jeffrey Epstein documents. Tell me, Mike, how exactly did this come about?
Yeah, this was something that I mentioned to you before the biggest inauguration event called the Deplorable, which you helped organize. And I casually said, oh, yeah, we're about to sue Jeffrey Epstein. And at the time, nobody, myself included, realized the significance of it. We thought that by intervening in a lawsuit that involved Jeffrey Epstein, we would find an indirect way to get at the Epstein files. But what has happened since then is not anything I could have anticipated.
And it's really been incredible. So all the way, that conversation that we had 2016, now here we are. He was imprisoned. He died in prison under suspicious circumstances, to say the least. And now here you are with these documents out. Now, I know it's only been a few hours since the documents have come out, but what have you gleaned so far in your reading of them?
The key takeaways from the documents that came out on last night, I think would be three. One is Bill Clinton, eyewitness, eyes have him on Epstein Island with two women at least. That is just no longer deniable, although that didn't trend at all last night on Twitter, to no surprise. So that, to me, is the most newsworthy event that happened because it's Bill Clinton. For people like you and the OAN audience and the people who are more sophisticated news viewers and can look beyond the headlines, the biggest real takeaway is that the victims reached out to the FBI repeatedly, begged them for help. The FBI completely stonewalled them, completely ignored them. They covered the whole thing up, such that I believe that the FBI was an accessory to Epstein's act based on their refusal to act, the way they stonewalled victims, ignored victims, wouldn't help victims. And then moreover, a new document that came out showed that there were other witnesses to be interviewed before the infamous Epstein guilty plea deal happened. You have to look at the FBI's role in all of this and say, what? How does this make any sense? You didn't interview every victim before you gave Epstein this plea deal? You ignored the victims? What is going on? And then the third takeaway is that there remain, and Julie Brown has tweeted this a few times too, significant redactions to the most crucial documents. The most crucial document that I got out of that tranche of documents was the deposition of Virginia Roberts Giuffre. And they mentioned names blocked out, names blocked out. So there are still at least, I would say, 15 or 20 names that we don't have. And the Miami Herald is going to seek to get that document unredacted. And I think that really is the holy grail of the Epstein files.
Right, and so the FBI, this is an institution that we've gone after here at One America News. I know you've worked on this. Why do you suppose it is that the FBI wasn't as interested in going after something like this as they were after going after Roger Stone, who's an elderly man, going after Russiagate, which is an unproven conspiracy theory? Why, when you have so many credible allegations, do you not do anything about it?
There's no way to avoid the blackmail theory that some would call a conspiracy theory, but at this point, I don't know how you say that when court files show that Epstein had pictures of people and videos of people. The entire institution, everything that we would consider legitimate, would fall down. There are, again, Bill Clinton is named. Is there a video of Bill Clinton on Epstein Island? Well, he was on the island, according to an eyewitness, not according to me or you or anyone else that gets smeared and lied about by the media. He's on there, according to a victim, case closed. Is he on video? And if he were on video, would James Comey and the FBI leadership, which we now know is nothing more than a far left-wing front, would they want that information to get out? The answer, I think, is, of course, no.
No, I think obviously James Comey should be brought up to the Senate, and people should definitely find out what exactly went on there. It's all the time we have. Mike Cernovich, where can people go to follow you and follow more about this case?
Best place to just go to is cernovich.com, cernovich.com/Epstein. We're uploading all the files and providing live commentary as we find new information.
All right, Mike Cernovich, great to have you here at One America News.
My pleasure.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.